For our first story, we have Mike, 25 female, BF, 26 male, got his mom a nicer Christmas present than me, his sister, and I got the same gift. I feel weird about this, so how do I move past it? Hi. Title sums it up, but to elaborate, I, 25 female, have been dating my BF, 26 male, for about 3 years now. The relationship is great, we never fight, agree on basically everything, have same timeline for next steps, etc. However, one thing has always been touchy, his mom. I'm very close with my mom and I think having a relationship with your parents is important, but his mom is definitely a classic boy mom, like no one is better than mommy. He doesn't really seem to realize it, which is also bothersome. Here's a few interactions I've had with her. First time I met her, I made oatmeal chia banana bread, my own recipe, and added some other fruits because I was told she eats very clean and so do I. But she didn't eat any of it, laugh out loud. Not a huge deal I guess, but I made it specifically for her so I felt weird. A bit after this interaction, my boyfriend was being distant and I could just tell something was up, so I asked him if his mom said anything about me. He was honest and told me that she thinks I want a ring on my finger right now, want to trap him, would follow him to his next city with no plans of my own, etc. This was all said following the very first time I met her and gave no indication of any of those things to her, and actually did the opposite, like I told her my career goals, getting a master's degree. I was frustrated that he switched up on me because of things his mom said, things I have never said, or even indicated to him. I told him that all of those things she said are untrue and if I wanted those things, I would have just said it. Second time I met her was at a dinner and she was very distant, not talking to me. It was a 4-person dinner, like her husband, her son, and me. And then the third time I met her, we went to her son's concert and she knew that I was going to, but got separate seats for she and her husband, so I was sitting alone. There's more interactions than this, but these were some of the most memorable. His mom told me that she was the reason he and his ex broke up. To which I thought she was joking, but she wasn't. Okay, more backstory on the issue of the presents. My boyfriend is an awful gift giver, when it involves me. He got me a ring, one like a love knot ring, which was super sweet, and he told his mom and she freaked. So ever since this, he's been giving me like basic gifts, and I feel like it's because of what she says. So he had some packages come into the apartment and I was moving them out of living area, very tiny apartment, and a card from a luxury jewelry company slipped out with the receipt and a card that says, "To Mom." He spent over $1,000 on her and I think he got me a sweatshirt from my college because he asked me my sweatshirt size and then sent me what he got his sister, which is a vintage sweatshirt from her college too. I just feel weird he got me and his sister the same gift. His parents are millionaires and she's frequently gifted jewelry or cars. TLDR. BF got me and his sister the same gift, but got his mom some luxury jewelry edit. I also feel the need to add that we got pregnant and I had a miscarriage. It was incredibly painful and emotionally taxing. I would think that the almost mother of your child warrants a nice, thoughtful gift. He also never told his mom about what happened. That's the end of our first post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, even if you ignore all the mom parts of the story, this seems like it comes down to him not valuing you normally and meeting your relationship needs. For someone you have dated 3 years, this suggests the relationship doesn't have a good future, and it might be best for you to break up. Maybe he is leading you on about other things. Managing parents is hard enough even when they aren't openly hostile. Our second commenter says, this won't get better. You should have dumped him after the literal first time you met his mom. She talked made up shit about you to him, and it got to him and he started treating you badly as a result of her influence. It's still happening and you've been putting up with it for 3 years. No more. Our third commenter says, you will never have a healthy relationship with this guy as his mother doesn't like you and he will always defer to his mother. Honestly, no woman will ever be good enough for him other than her and his eyes. For our second story, we have, do I, 43 male, tell my wife, 45 female, I'm about to put my dog to sleep? I know the title sounds awful, but it's not that bad and frankly I'm not doing great right now. My guy is 11 and 3 weeks ago we found out he has cancer and there is no saving him. We took him home and have been loving on him and making his last days as good as they can possibly be, and he's been doing so good. Happy. Energetic. Even playing with the other dogs in his senior citizen way. Just last night we were talking about how strong he's been getting. This morning, after his second trip outside, he is bleeding from his bottom. He doesn't seem in pain, but I know it's time. It hurts so badly it's not even funny, but I promised myself I won't wait until he's suffering. My wife already told me that she can't handle making the decision. That I would need to decide when it's time and I would have to take him because she just couldn't be there. I made the appointment for late this afternoon and I've got him in my office and just been celebrating his last day with him and trying not to sob and scare him. She's upstairs working and has no clue. Since she can't go with me, I feel like if I tell her, yes, it gives her the time to say goodbye. In fairness, he's my dog and they're close but not nearly as close as I am to him. Knowing that for the 2 or 3 hours I'm gone she's just gonna be curled up sobbing, or do I take him, deny her that chance to say goodbye but be there for her when she falls apart? I don't know. What would you do here? Update. I told her and she cried a bit but got to spend a couple hours with him, living on him and feeding him, so it was the right call. I ended up taking him in and being there in the end, and I'm super glad I didn't take her or call a mobile vet to do it in the house. His calcium levels were very high due to the cancer and it made the process very tough. I've been through this before and it was never like this. So, if you have a partner that says they don't want to be there, don't pressure them to, and think very carefully whether you want to do it at home with a mobile vet. That's the end of our second post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, she is going to be sobbing after she finds out too. That and shocked at you. Tell her, let her say goodbye and don't cruelly deny that memory. Our second commenter says, let her say goodbye, sad face. Our third commenter says, please tell her so she can say goodbye. I'm so sorry for what you're going through. Sending love. For our last story, we have Mike, 26 female, girlfriend cheated on me, 23 male, and had a baby that's not mine. What to do? So I've been with my girl, let's call her Ashley, for 4 years now. Before her I had 2 other girlfriends that cheated on me. Then I met her and she changed my life. I'm quite a quiet and soft-spoken person, but with her she made me feel safe and confident. She just treated me great. She's a very confident and brave person. She has had addiction to drugs and alcohol, but I've helped her move past it. I don't drink, smoke or do drugs. Not judging, just giving you a FYI. Reason I bring that up is because going through that and overcoming it felt like nothing could get in our way and we could get through anything as long as we have each other. Corny, I know, but it's how I felt. Laugh out loud. We've never fought. The most I can think of is maybe she's had a rough day or something and I didn't put something away and she's made a comment in a frustrating voice. Which I get. But please believe me, there's never been anything to fight about. I'm like one of the most convenient people in the world. I don't like conflict, so I just agree with Ashley 100% of the time and whatever she wants goes. Thinking maybe that's why she cheated. I was too boring. Now the part of the cheating. Well, almost 10 months ago now we found out Ashley was pregnant and I was thrilled. We both were. Did the normal stuff a couple does. Pick names for boy and girls. Buy all baby stuff etc. Anyway, the day comes she's having the baby. I was actually at work and had to leave. Thought the baby was coming on said weekend. It came on a Tuesday. Anyway, I get there, see Ashley, the baby, and a man who looks almost the complete opposite of me. Beard, long hair, tattoos, piercings. I have not seen this man at all in my life and he's standing looking at my child. I couldn't even have a guess at who he was. I walk in, the man says, "Hey man." I repeat the same to him. I look at Ashley and she's not even looking at me and asks, "Let's say, Troy, to give us a second." He leaves. I'm looking at my son and Ashley tells me the most devastating thing I've ever heard in my life. Telling me my son is now not mine and she'd been seeing Troy for a year now, 3 months at the time of her being pregnant. And she just really likes Troy and it's nothing I did. She didn't tell me because she was hoping the baby was mine, but she found out it wasn't, so she doesn't want to drag me through the mud anymore. Now I know you are probably hoping this is the moment I say that I flipped out and went out there and kicked his ass. But no. I just felt like a part of my soul ripped itself out of my chest and died. I honestly have no idea how I got out of the hospital or even made it home. I do. I obviously walked and drove, but I just can't even remember it. We've now separated and took all our belongings and moved into other places. It killed me seeing the baby crib. So I really don't know what to do. It's still fresh. I'm not sure how to move on. It might sound absolutely insane, but if she wanted me back, I'd go. I know I shouldn't, but I love her. She made me. I can't imagine my life without her. She was literally my perfect partner. I guess I'm just asking for advice or if anyone has had a similar experience. It just feels so random. 1 second I'm happy as anything, no care in the world. Feel like I'm about to start a family, then boom. Flipped upside down and nothing was ever what I thought. Thanks for reading my long life story, laugh out loud. That's the end of our last post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, she was cheating on you for a year. Sorry for such harsh words, but leave the trash where it belongs. You deserve better. You have nothing to do with this baby. Our second commenter says, she's your perfect partner? My guy, your bar is on the floor if this mess is your perfect. Our third commenter says, so sorry. You sound similar to his band. Though his ex didn't get pregnant. He's also a pacifist, said he almost never argued with her. She cheated and he forgave multiple times. There is a woman out there who will match the love you put out, and it's not your ex. Every minute you are with the wrong person is a missed chance to meet the right one. You also seem to have a habit of choosing cheaters 3 out of 3 now. Not saying the cheating is your fault, but you have some blindness even picking partners. Take some time and reflect, what did they have in common and why are you attracted to that type? I wish you the best. That's all for today. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.